Behind this door, we reveal the magic air conditioner. Is this like you get what you pay for situation?
We are going to do a few tests. Oh my God, it's already getting so hot in here. We just had no hope for support.
We are getting ready to put another hole into the box. There it goes.
Essentially, we have a glorified fan. This was a lot of effort for it to not work. This is pretty disappointing. We are back and we are in New York. We are no longer out west. We drove back a few weeks ago. And as we mentioned at the end of our build series, we still have quite a few projects left to finish on the Unimog. One of the biggest ones, it's becoming a huge priority right now, is air conditioning. As you may be able to see, my hair is big and poofy and we look a little sweaty. It is warm. It's getting so hot and humid here in New York. So AC is very quickly moving to the top of our to-do list.
Yeah, no fooling around with this. We gotta get straight to it. As you might remember, we installed the internal part of the air conditioner back during the build series. It's inside the cabinet. We'll have to open that up to allow the air out, but we do have to get the actual air conditioner mounted on the outside, and that's going to be a little tricky. You've got to get the wires run, which could be tough. Yesterday we mounted 2 more pieces of unistrut, just like we did for the jerry cans, so when we make a bracket for the air conditioner, it can mount on there. It is now set and dry, so we can start working on that.
This air conditioner is a 24-volt mini split that we bought off of eBay. I think the brand is Treeligo. There's just a bunch of these Chinese-made mini splits on eBay, and it cost us $650. So for that price, we are gonna give it a shot, because the other 24-volt air conditioner units are really expensive, like thousands and thousands of dollars.
It's getting hot. It's getting humid. Let's get right to it and get this thing done and see how it works out. First thing we gotta do is get this big number 6 gauge wire from distribution back to under the bed. We're gonna see if we can throw a Hail Mary here and get through the existing pathway behind the fridge. If that doesn't work, we'll have to pull the fridge out and then probably cut a new hole and all that. So, let's see if we get lucky first. It'll save a lot of time. If not, I'll have to just do some more process here.
I think we can do it. I do. I think we can make this happen, because there's been a lot of wires that we had to get behind there, and every time you were like, there's no way this is gonna go behind the fridge, and I was able to feed it through every time, so I'm feeling confident.
You've had more luck than me in the past, so I'll let you take the lead.
Feeling good. First project, back with the Mog. I'm gonna do it. So it has to go through this little hole back here. There's conduit over the wires, but there is space, at least for a wire this big, maybe a little bit more space to be honest, but the wire curves, so as I feed it through, it might just go down and get caught in the compartment. So I don't know. Let's just give it a shot.
See what happens.
Just give it a try, see what happens, yeah.
Go. I think I feel it.
Do you really?
It's curled over though. I don't know where the top of the bottom is. You might have to like pull back on it. If you reach in, you'll feel it. But you need to like figure out where the end is and pull it.
Wait, this one right here?
The big one, yeah.
It's right here.
I know, it's there.
Oh.
I just can't tell if the end of it curled up or down. You got it. Oh, that's amazing.
This is my proudest moment.
Saved a lot of time. As long as we can get it through the other side too. The other side's a way shorter run.
I told you. I told you it was gonna work.
You know what helps is that's a really like pretty stiff wire because it's so big.
Yeah, when they're small and really floppy, it's way harder to get them through, honestly.
Sweet, now we can connect that to the links down here. I left one spot for the air conditioner right here on the end. I just gotta find my fuse. I already put the lugs on here, so these are good to go. Just gotta heat shrink the ends here for extra safety. But the hard part's already done.
So the unistrut is already mounted to the back of the Unimog. That is how we mounted our Max Tracks. It's how we hung our exterior garbage bag. We also stored our outdoor rug out there. It's just a really easy way to be able to mount anything externally. So it's what we went with for this as well. As we said, the air conditioner is a mini split, so that means there's an inside portion and an outside portion. This red thing right here is the outside part. It does have holes for bolts on it, on the back and on the bottom, but we wanted to make a frame to attach it to the frame and then attach that to the unistrut, because this is plastic and we just don't completely trust it. So we're using these stainless steel angles to make a little L-shaped bracket on each side. Then we can bolt through that, attach it to the unistrut, and it should be a lot more secure than just that plastic.
With this welded together, we're going to be getting support on the bottom of the unit as well, and not just the face. So it should be supported a lot better than just screwing right into the unistrut.
It looks like I am gonna have some welding to do.
You're just about ready. I'm going to go drill press these holes ahead of time before we put it together, and then you can weld it together.
Jumping right into it this season, right into the welding.
Mount this on here and then hoist it up there and put it into the unistrut. So this should be fun. Definitely gonna need a two-person job on this one. It'll probably be fine once it tighten it in place.
You have the lock washers?
No.
You could get the ladder.
Not quite high enough.
We have the compressor mounted on the back of the Unimog. Honestly, that is a huge hurdle with that out of the way. But the next thing that I have to do is cut a door into the face of our closet. Since I'm getting ready to cut this door, I figured I might as well do this one as well. This was an idea that I came up with as we started using the closet. Right here is our current laundry chute. There's just a little door in there, you can lift it open, put the laundry down there, and we have a laundry bag hanging in the bottom of the closet. But the laundry bag is way down here, like at the mattress level. So essentially from here to here is just open laundry chute space, and I really need some extra storage for like sweaters and winter stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a piece of plywood across here inside the closet, and that will make this a little storage compartment. I'm gonna move the laundry chute door to the face of the closet right here so we can just open it, put the laundry in, and it's essentially already at the height of the laundry bag. So kind of moving things around. As we started using stuff, I realized what I really wanted from this space.
There it goes. Hey, our air conditioner, it is in there.
There it is.
It's like a hidden treasure. Oh wow, how cool. That's so exciting. That's just been sitting back there. Well, isn't that like one of the first things we installed?
Yeah, it was, because we put it in before we put the closet in. The closet was one of the first things.
Wow.
So, wow, that's crazy. It just dropped out and revealed the AC. That's so funny.
That's exciting. Blender.
There it is, the second one.
No box. Getting ready to put another hole into the box. Always fun. This shouldn't be too bad, not too big, and we can use the shark bite kit. So just lining it up. Probably go a little lower. How does that feel about right? Ow! That was horrible. Okay, I get a hole and a hockey puck that I can't get out of there. I'll deal with that later. Tighten down with the wrench, but just getting it kind of started. I gotta hook up the inside as well. Working upside down, it's not fun. Basically blind too.
Just trying to get that little connector plugged in. While Drew is doing all of that, I am going to get the doors sanded and painted. I am also gonna cut the bottom shelf for my new little storage compartment that I created on my side of the closet. Now that everything is dry, I can go ahead and get some of these pieces installed in the closet.
Got the bottle of refrigerant hooked up to the line. We've already vacuumed down the system. So now we're gonna put this refrigerant in. We're gonna puncture it. Then I'll bleed the air out of the line before I open the valve to allow it into the unit. And hopefully the compressor kicks on here when it gets enough pressure.
Are we ready? Is it finally time?
Yep, you should be good to fire it up. Give it a shot.
Ooh, this is so exciting. Honestly, this is gonna feel so good. It's so warm in here.
It's warm.
All right, here we go. Okay, it's firing on. Okay, the fan is on. Nothing else is happening. Is the outside part on? Essentially, we have a glorified fan in our closet. The inside part is on and it says it's on cooling mode, but it's not doing anything. It's not firing the compressor or the fan outside. None of that is turning on. I don't know if it's just because it's really warm, but this was a lot of effort for it to not work. This is pretty disappointing. Yeah.
But why? Can I fix it? Or is this just shot? Is this like you get what you pay for situation?
So everything went great until we turned the unit on and it was not working right. This was a huge bummer because we went through a lot to install this unit. We had been really excited for it because the temperatures were going to be getting really hot here in New York, and then it was just the biggest letdown. So essentially what was happening is we would turn the air conditioner on and the inside unit was functioning normally. The fan would turn on and everything was fine. There were no error codes or anything. But the outside part of the unit just never turned on. It was like it wasn't getting a signal from the inside part of the air conditioner to fire up the compressor and the fan. It was like it was just totally dead.
So at this point I went outside and did a few tests. Obviously first thing is check for voltage. I could see I had voltage coming into the unit, but what I think was happening was the controller itself that turns the compressor on and the fan of the outside unit. Something was going on there and it was either just broken or locked out in some way. It was not telling it to send power, because on the other side of it, where the wires come out to go to the compressor and to the fan, 0 voltage on both things. Tried turning it on and off, different settings, nothing. So I don't know. I think the controller is just bad.
Yeah.
That's all we can tell.
I think we got a faulty air conditioner, to be honest. And so we bought this through eBay. We just had no hope for support. We bought this thing for really cheap. We just figured that we would never hear from them again and we might be out the money. But I reached out to them.
Ultimately, they did have support. It was a little slow. I'll say that.
One message a day.
One message a day. Late at night, because they're, you know, on the other side of the world, and just you're not diagnosing very quickly, but they did continue to respond. Sometimes it took 2 days, but ultimately they took the symptoms that we had, they listened, told us to test a few things. Those results came back not good as well. Eventually they did decide to send us a new AC. We were pretty excited for that. Had to do a reinstallation, so more work, but we're like, yes, let's go. Please work. It's getting hot.
And I do want to say that they did not know that we have a YouTube channel. This isn't a sponsored product. We're just a random name on eBay. So there was none of that going on. I think it's pretty awesome that you can get a replacement unit if yours is defective, if it doesn't work. Because to them, we weren't reviewing it on YouTube. We weren't going to talk about it. We were just a regular everyday customer. So we installed the new unit. We did not film that because it was the exact same thing that you just saw us install, and it fit for the most part just like the other one. This unit is a little bit different. The buttons are in English and the remote is in English.
Yeah. Behind this door, we reveal the magic air conditioner. Okay, second one is installed. We're gonna fire it up. Hopefully it works. I'm feeling optimistic. So here we go. Inside unit is on. I hear the fan outside, so that's good. Pressure kicked on. I think I hear it. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's starting to get cold.
It's working?
It's getting cold. Oh yeah, I can hear the compressor. It's actually vibrating in the house a little bit. Let me close this window, which really cuts the noise, so it's not too loud. I can hear the compressor kind of vibrating. We got no air codes. It's feeling nice and cold. Yeah, this is great. We turn it down. It's in Celsius, obviously. Got an eco mode, so you can do the fan up higher. This is exciting. Feels nice. Cool, dry air. Very dry. You can hear how loud the compressor is and the fan. Oh, the sound goes away. That's nice. So it's not too loud. The window's able to block it out. Today's great adventure, installing a fan to help circulate the air better. So whether we're running air conditioner or heater, there's really kind of a dead space here. The idea is if we put this fan in the corner, should be able to just kind of move the air around the box so it's more even temperature, whether that's the heat or the cold. So really just for better circulation overall, so it's pretty even everywhere. With the air conditioner finally installed, this is a good time to put this fan in because the AC is way over in the corner of the bed. And then over here, it's kind of dead. If you're running the AC, you obviously have your window closed, so there's no airflow here. So our thought is put this here, should help mix all of the air better. And yeah, just more even temperature. Ooh, and it's got 3 speeds.
It's really quiet too.
But this is high and it's still not too loud. But on 1, it's like, that's probably all you need most time, just to kind of move the air.
So this whole arm moves back and forth, this moves completely around, and this moves completely around.
Nice.
So you can pretty much get it to point anywhere. Probably right in the middle. Keep it on low. Definitely needed something in this corner, so this helps a lot. I can feel it already.
Pretty slick.
We are going to do a few tests for the air conditioner. Just for reference, our box is 75 square feet, and we do have these double pane windows from Turn. That's partially what we're testing out as well, how much that air gap really provides insulation when it's super hot out. I have all the windows open right now, and I'm kind of just getting the inside temperature to be the same as the outside because I want to see if the air conditioner can keep up. We're parked in direct sunlight. I just want to see if it's powerful enough to keep up. The BTU of this unit is kind of a mystery. The listing that we bought it from said 10,000 BTU. We saw in other places it was 8,000. I have no idea the BTU, somewhere between 8 and 10. So if it really is 10,000, it should be able to keep up with this space, no problem. Oh my God, it's already getting so hot in here. The first thing I'm gonna do is close all the windows. Obviously, that's the way that the AC will work best. And I'm also going to pull up the blinds that are built into the window. I'm gonna pull them up halfway. We probably would get 100% peak performance with them completely closed, but I don't want to sit in a dark box. That's kind of depressing. It's also not realistic because I probably wouldn't sit that way all day when I'm just using it in daily life. I'll pull those down a little more. A little bit more light. I am also going to turn this little fan on that we installed the other day. This thing is also amazing. It really circulates the air. I'm so glad that we did this. I'll put that on 2. We're gonna do 2 tests today. The first one is to see how long it takes the air conditioner to get from the current temperature in here, which is like 90 degrees, it's so hot, down to 73, 75, which is what we would like to set it to. Because if it never reaches 75, it's just gonna run and run and run and struggle, and we just wanna see if it's even able to make it comfortable in here. The second test, I'm gonna set it on its lowest setting, which is 0 degrees Celsius, the highest fan setting, and I'm gonna see how cold it will make the box. That's assuming that test 1 goes well. If test 1 goes well, we'll move on to test 2. The first thing I wanna show you is all of the different modes on the air conditioner. This is what the face of it looks like. So the first thing is just the fan setting. It's currently on fan speed 2. This is fan speed 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We pretty much always run it on fan speed 2 or 3. 5 and 4 are just way too loud, but I guess it's good that they exist. It has a few different modes as far as air conditioning goes. The first one seems to be just a regular cooling mode. On the unit itself, it shows just a little snowflake. The second one is an eco mode where it tries to run as efficiently as possible. And then the third one is strong mode where the temperature is set as low as possible and the fan is on 5. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna turn it on to regular cooling mode. I'm gonna set the temperature to 18 degrees Celsius. I have the timer and the temperature gauge over there. Let's just see how it goes.
talk about the power consumption. The huge reason we really wanted to hold out for a true DC unit is the ability to run it. So first of all, our power system is quite abundant for the size of our rig. We have 1500 watts of solar, which actually yield higher because they have a glass backing, so they get refracted light off the roof. I've actually seen it go over 1500 watts, which is insane. They're highly efficient panels, by far the best ones we've ever had. And then we have a really massive lithium battery bank. It's 1120 amp hours. The air conditioner unit itself is a 24 volt true DC unit. That means it's pulling the power directly from the batteries. It's not pulling it through an inverter to a higher voltage and then converting it back down, which is what you would be doing with a normal air conditioner, which is a lot of efficiency loss as well. So there's no efficiency loss or very little. It cycles, so it actually ramps up and ramps down. So it's rarely sitting at that high end even. It's really incredible how efficient it is. Like today wasn't even the clearest day. We're running the air conditioner all day, and for the most part, I'm actually yielding more power than that's using. So it's pulling maybe 450 to 500 watts. Everything else in here, maybe another 100. So maybe we're pulling about 600 watts from the battery, but we're producing anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 during like the peak of the day in the summer. So it's really incredible that we're just cooling the space off of basically direct solar energy, and we still have hundreds to almost 1,000 watts to dump into the battery. I think the reason this is performing so well is this box is very well insulated. The walls are R17 insulation value. We also have double pane windows, which really helps quite a bit compared to in the past we had shuttle bus windows or just single pane windows. Really impressed with the efficiency of the unit and the box able to hold that colder air. Way better than anything we've ever experienced. Like, it's legitimately able to do it at a level where the AC is cycling on and off. Gets down to temp, shuts itself off, comes back on when it needs to. So really incredible insulation value, and the unit is doing a great job. But the space is small enough that a smaller unit can cool it, which takes less power. So it's like we're really at like a happy, perfect spot with everything. I mean, I think it's ideal. I think the size is ideal for everything we're trying to do. And yeah, we're really happy with it.
The other thing is the way that we built it into our closet works really well. Really love that. We can shut the door on the front of it, and it's like we don't even have an air conditioner. We really didn't want to just stick it on a wall and then have the inside part of it just sitting there for what?
8-9 months of the year.
Yeah, 8-9 months of the year, we have this big gray and orange thing just stuck on the wall. One thing we were a bit concerned about with putting that unit inside of the closet is making sure it would have enough ventilation. So underneath it is open to underneath our bed. So it has a lot of airflow in the bottom, and it actually has quite a lot of room around the entire thing. At the end of the day, we are really happy with how it turned out. They did send us a new unit. We got it installed. It is functioning. It's been a month or so since we put it in, and it's still going. So who knows how long it will last for, to be honest, because the first one we installed didn't work at all, and that didn't give us a lot of confidence for how long this air conditioner will last. As we said in the beginning, the price point as far as DC air conditioners go is very low. So if $500 or $600 is low enough for you to take a chance, there is some support for the unit. There's customer service, you may get a replacement, then I would definitely say go for it. I think that we actually had a really well-rounded experience as far as making a YouTube review, because it wasn't perfect. The first unit we got did not work. And we were able to resolve that. So I guess take everything here and make your own decisions as far as your air conditioner. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.